I'm Skip Husking. I've been your councilman since January 2016. You might ask, why am I down here at the Recycle Center? What we're doing in 2017 is we're going to focus a lot on our recycling, whether it be at the center here or whether it be the curbside. And what we've done is in March we went down to our ultimate recycler, where all of this material eventually winds up, and the same for the material that's picked up curbside. What we found was we can do a much better job segregating. And as we go forward in this video, we're going to show you a lot of the issues that pertain to not segregating the right way. They are heavily labor intensive. They have over 200 people working there, hand picking out a lot of the material.
What they're looking to do here is they're looking to pull out anything that's brown, plastic, garbage, whatever that's in here. You know, the brown is the fiber. That's the cardboard, the brown bags. Right. That'll just go into the corrugated bale. This is really tedious work. They have to do this all by hand. If you look over here, you look at these barrels. They fill these things up like every 10 minutes with plastic bags, and it's just crazy. It's crazy.
The industry is changing drastically. The prices that we are getting for our material is significantly less than it was years ago because of the supply and demand. And we need to adjust here in Glen Rock how we handle the material, how we segregate it, and how we send it down there so that we get the best value for our recycling efforts. And most important, most of it then becomes recycled and not wind up in our trash bins.
All right, so if you look at this commingle here, it's not too bad. I mean, you see those black bags and you'll see the plastic bags. Everything has to get, all the bags have to be opened up, and you don't know what kind of goodies we find inside of there. This load on the end is that's a really clean load. If you look a little bit beyond it, you can see what you see in there. There's a lot of black bags in there. What he's pulling out right now. You can see the big pot there. That's probably from a little tree or shrub.
Just to give you an example, our preliminary studies show that the recycling we're doing right now, we get back approximately $60,000 in credit from the recycler. If we took that same 1,750 tons that we recycle every year and we had to pay to put it in a landfill, it would be about $140,000. So as you can see, in recycling alone, the way we're doing it now, we actually save our community, our residents, about $200,000. And the point we want to make with this video and a few more public service videos to help better explain how we can improve our recycling, we want that number to be even higher, and we want more of the material to actually show up at the ultimate recycler rather than go into a waste dump.
Right now, we're going to go to the next slide where we have 3 optical sorters. They pull out the number 1, PET, the number 2, HDPE, and the number 5, polypropylene. All right, so you see this is programmed for a specific plastic, okay? You can look inside and you'll see it shooting the items up. This is all the PET. These are all the number 1s. Number 1 PET.
What about the caps on the bottles? They always say,
the caps shouldn't be on there. They're on there. They are a contaminant. Now imagine if that got twisted around a conveyor belt. Yeah. You got to stop the belt. You have to clean everything out. It's just amazing what people put in there. So this is the PET. All right. Then you have the HDPE colored, which is mostly the detergent bottles. Then you have the natural HDPE, which are the milk jugs. And we have the aluminum.
One thing I learned also from our own DPW on rubbish day, when they come to pick up our rubbish, they have two trucks. They've got one that goes around first to look for the metal and take the metal out of the pile, because we're getting $95 a ton. We get that money when we can segregate out the metal. So when you're putting your rubbish out, if you can put the metal to the side, that truck will come by, they bring it to the recycler, they get $95 a ton. The rest of it is rubbish, and we're paying $75 a ton or $74 a ton to have it dumped. Another point that we've learned is that glass is extremely problematic. The value of the glass has gone down significantly. So what in essence happens, the glass that we commingle here with our tin and our plastic, that glass chews up the machines down there and causes a significant amount of maintenance problems and additional costs. And the reality of the situation is, we don't get the value for the glass. It actually costs money to recycle it. The money that our recyclers get from the ultimate glass manufacturer is less than what it costs for them to actually ship it to them in Pennsylvania. So glass is very problematic, and that's going to be a major issue for the recycling industry overall of what to do with the glass. I'm down here at the far end of our recycle center, and what I didn't realize was that we actually do separate out strictly newspaper, and we separate out junk mail. And there's an economic reason for it. We get 25% more credit for the newspaper than we do for the junk mail. We get $50 a ton versus $40 a ton. And if you look into the bins, and again, no criticism on people, but because they probably just don't know it, you'll see a lot of newspaper in the junk mail. You'll see plastic bags, you'll see paper, items that should not be in here. And again, we get chargebacks when we don't provide well-segregated material. I know we gave you a lot of information in a short period of time. We opened this video with, we can do better, and I think you'll agree after seeing it, we can. In the future, we're going to be doing more to help educate and to promote a higher degree of recycling so that we in Glen Rock save more money and assure that less goes into the landfill and more is recycled and used.